Mr. Hudson, what is your role with the County Appraisal Board, and how do you interact and/or coordinate with the County Appraisal Board?
Well, let me say that the County Appraisal Board, I assume you're referring to the county, actually it's the Appraisal Review Board. There's no county attached to it. The Appraisal Review Board is a quasi-judicial committee created in the Kendall Appraisal District. Now, you notice I didn't say Kendall County, I said Kendall Appraisal District. The Appraisal District is actually a completely separate government entity from the county. Its board of directors, which generally governs its operation, is appointed by a vote of the taxing units, such as Bernie ISD, Kendall County, City of Bernie, Comfort ISD, City of Fair Oaks Ranch. Those entities actually appoint the board members of the Appraisal District Board of Directors. They, in turn, hire the chief appraiser, who currently is Gary Eldridge. He appraises all the taxable property. And the Appraisal Review Board is hired by the Board of Directors of the Appraisal District, and I have to admit, I don't even know the names of the individuals on the Appraisal Review Board currently, although if you told me their names, I'd probably recognize most of them. I have no interaction with the Appraisal Review Board, and my only possible interaction would be is if I, as an individual property owner, wanted to go in and protest my value, I would go to them. So that basically has nothing to do with the County Tax Assessor Collector's Office, and you would learn that in the first Introduction to Property Tax 101. Thank you.
Mr. Hudson, in general, it appears that the appraisal district, or whoever, has increased property values this year. How is this possible when it is apparent to everyone and has been reported in the Express News that property values in the whole area have been declining for over a year?
Well, again, I need to clarify that the County Tax Assessor Collector's Office mainly handles motor vehicle registration, auto titles, transfers, boat registrations, alcoholic beverage permit, license renewals, more recently passport applications, and we do not collect the county property tax. We do not assess any or appraise properties. In some states, assessor is equivalent to appraiser. Not in the state of Texas, that is not the case. I do not have anything to do with the appraisal district. They are a totally separate entity. And I will say that the laws of the state of Texas dictate that property that is taxed in Texas must be taxed fairly and equally at the fair market value. This relates to what is property selling for between a willing seller and a willing buyer. So if people are still paying more for property, property values will keep going up. When property values or when properties sell for less and people actually have difficulty selling their property in the Kendall County, then I would hope the values would go down. The date of determination of property values is January 1. And so whatever the market was at January 1, if it's deteriorated significantly, that should be reflected in the following year. But again, that's not our department. That is the appraisal district. Mr. Gary Eldridge is the chief appraiser. Thank you.
Mr. Hudson, you remain.
I think one of the things I need to clarify for my opponent and for everyone here, in many counties, the tax assessor collector does serve on the board of directors of the appraisal district in that county. But once the state, almost everything we do in the tax office is heavily governed by state law and also by operating rules and regulations. Because the Kendall Appraisal District collects property taxes for the county and for nearly all the other taxing units in the entire county, I am forbidden by law from serving on that post and had to give up that post the day we signed a contract for the appraisal district to collect those taxes. So I need to clarify that once and for all. County tax assessors are never involved in determining values of properties. That is purely the job of the appraisal district. Now, why would you want to vote for me? Let's change gears here. I have served Kendall County for the last 19 years, the best 19 years of my life. The last 12 as county tax assessor collector. When I took office back in 1997, the office was open from 8:30 until noon and from 1 to 4:30. As soon as possible, I expanded the office hours to 8 to 5, going from 7 hours of public service today to per day to 9 hours per day. So we definitely expanded what we were doing for people out there. And the county is growing very rapidly. I've hired excellent employees, and I work hard to get them the training they need and to try to keep them in our department. People are always trying to steal your good employees. Our office has done the following, and when I say our office, it takes all the people on my team to do this. I can't take credit for it myself, except just providing a good environment and being open to the public's suggestions as well. We recently started accepting passport applications there in the courthouse in our office. We enabled citizens to renew their motor vehicle registrations online at www.texasonline.com on the internet. We have improved the handicap access for our office. We were the first county office to begin accepting credit card payments, and we're now accepting MasterCard, Visa, Discover, and American Express. We enabled the boat registration and title system to be automated using the state's computerized database. We assisted the Commissioner's Court in posting important public notices on the county website, the www.cokindle.tx.us. We enabled HEB and Bernie to process on-time auto registration renewals for customers so they can even do it after work. We offer notary services to the public whenever possible. And we have saved tens of thousands of dollars by consolidating property tax collections at the appraisal district and getting rid of a duplicate computer system and unnecessary staff expenses, saving the taxpayers money for years since 1999. So I thank you very much. I'd appreciate your vote. If you'd like to contribute to my campaign, I'm open to that idea too. Thank you very much.